Queen Carvania stood haloed by the morning sun. An army hung on her every word.
My champions, I have sold my chariot on Carvana. 'Twas a lovely SUV, an inexplicably queenly offer. They're even coming to the castle to collect it. Tonight, we feast! An offer you can feast on. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.
BYU fans known about you for a long time, committing to BYU when you were like in 8th grade. I think it was when you were offered. Heading into your senior season, what's that like? Just career is slowly coming to an end. It's kind of weird. I was talking to Kedu Luabe earlier. With the 5-5 kind of in question, there's still a possible chance to run it back again next season. But heading into your senior season, what's it like?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's crazy to think about from the time that I was first recruited by BYU to being here going into my senior season. It's been great. It's been a great experience. A lot of reflection over the past couple of years, and just grateful for the opportunity that I've had to be here, and excited to go into this season and finish off with a bang as well.
Was there any question whether you're going to come back this year? Obviously it's a different situation when Jay Hill goes to Michigan, so safeties coach and defensive coordinator. Or are you always pretty set to run it back at BYU again?
Man, I was fully in to run it back at BYU, and I think that's something that I've taken pride in, is just embracing BYU and the culture at BYU and Coach Kalani. I love that man, and I'm loyal to him, and so I'm grateful for the opportunity that he's given me at BYU, and I knew for a fact I was going to come back.
There's only 5 teams in the country that return more production on defense than BYU this year. One of the guys you did lose last year was Tanner Wall. You played a lot alongside Tanner. Obviously, there's Falatau as well. Maybe what are some other players in the safety room that are stepping up? Tommy Perazis was really big a couple years ago. Last year kind of battled injury. What are some of the players that have been making an impact that you feel like could make a difference on Saturdays this fall?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of young talent in that room as well, but obviously we have Tommy Perazis, who's had a lot of experience, and he's definitely one of the leaders on our team, and grateful to have us three in that room to be able to lead the younger guys. But then also you have Kenan Pula and younger dudes in the room who are up and coming, and they're going to be really good. And so the ceiling for that room is really high, and yeah, I think those are some dudes that can make immediate impacts for us this coming season.
People are going to see you as a leader on the defensive side of the ball, especially when you mention guys like Kenan Pula who are kind of younger. You're showing them the ropes. What does being a leader in the position room look like for you? Is that in the film room kind of showing guys? Is it on the field correcting them when they're out of position? I mean, overall, what does being a leader in the safety room mean to you?
Yeah, for sure. I think like what you mentioned, like when Kenan first came in or the younger guys came in, just trying to help them understand the plays and learn the plays. Going up there whenever they want to go up and going on the whiteboard with them, helping them understand that, and then obviously on the field, nitpicking each other, them to us as well, and seeing where we can improve. But then also I think more importantly is how you are to them off the field as well. Taking care of them off the field, talking to them, showing that you love them, and so that goes a long way as well. And I think that's what it looks like to be a leader on BYU, is not just helping them on the field, but being there for them off the field and being a good example to them as well.
Curious, what things do you do during the offseason to stay in shape? I think it's easy with quarterbacks and receivers, they're just throwing the ball around, but for somebody like a safety in secondary, what things do you do during the offseason to make sure you're staying in shape, you're staying kind of mentally ready for fall camp coming up next week?
Yeah, I mean, throughout the whole offseason we're in workouts, and those workouts are brutal, and so we're there every single day except the weekends, and we're working out every single day under our strength and conditioning staff, and they get us ready to play the season. And then also we do PRPs, player-led pair run practices, where we go against the offense, we do DB drills and stuff. And so if you're not in shape come season, that's really on you for not approaching the workouts the right way that BYU has for us, and so that's kind of how we stay in shape.
How have off-season workouts looked this off-season? Because just the time you've been here, 2023, BYU has a losing record. They level up in 2024. Last year, level up again, make it to the Big 12 championship. What do you think this team has been able to accomplish since December to make another level up and win a Big 12 championship?
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that we've emphasized this offseason is being great finishers. Coach Kalani talks to us about that, and if you look at the past 2 years, like you mentioned, we were so close to the college football playoffs, and last year we were even closer. We made it to the Big 12 championship, but we just didn't finish. And some of those games that costed us, both of those games that costed us came at the end of the season. And so this whole offseason, you know, when we're working out, that's what's in our mind is finishing. If there's a cone and we're supposed to run to the cone, finishing through the cone. When the weekends come in, we have a Friday finisher and we go and we attack the hardest workout of the week. And so really just emphasizing that in everything that we do in football, in meetings, in workouts, and I think that's going to translate over to the field.
Last question for senior linebacker or senior safety, Raider Damuni. A lot of people have questions about the BYU receiver room. There's a lot of talent there, just a little bit of lack of experience. Who are some dudes that BYU fans should be paying attention to when fall camp starts next week that maybe you've been able to work with during the offseason? I know Legend Glasgow is a name that a lot of people have singled out. But maybe just from you, who are some guys you think BYU fans should be aware of heading into fall camp?
I really love our receiver room, and like you said, we have Legend Glasgow who's came in and done a great job. You have Kyler Casper coming from Oregon, he's like 6'6", but moves like he's fast and he's explosive, and so playing against those guys is great, and I think our receiver room is going to be really good, and you have JoJo Phillips as well, who a lot of people don't know, he battled injuries, you know, throughout his career at BYU, or at least last season, and he looks great as well, and so. Oh, Tana Kua as well looks good. I can go on and on about that room, and I think a lot of people worry about that room, but I think that's one of our
There's a lot of talent
strengths.
there.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent on that side of the room.